Hi everyone! I'm a Korean dad who had lived in the Philippines for 15 years and returned to Korea to share Korean culture with you. Have you watched the drama The King, Eternal Monarch? I've watched it during self-quarantine in my house. In the drama, King Legon and Jeong Tae-eul met and loved each other. Do you think it is the power of the talisman? Are you curious about the answer or wondering what the talisman is like? Then watch this video to the end. Do you believe that King Legon and Jeong Tae-eul met and loved each other because of the power of the talisman even in this difficult environment in this drama? You can see the answer by watching this video now. Besides, you can learn about the talisman in Korean culture. In the drama The King Eternal Monarch, the King Legon is leading the kingdom of Korea without his parents who passed away early. However, despite being over the age of 30, he is not married and he has no even girlfriend. The king is not interested in women even when the prime minister approaches. Traditionally, the king of old times married as a teenager, and the king has a male child and prepares for the next throne. The old generation, the head court lady who knows such a situation, thinks as follows. For the peace of the country and people, imperial security is important. So the head court lady would have purchased expensive talismans from famous fortune tellers. And she put it wherever the king stayed and did her best for the effect. As a result, she even kept the talisman in the king's wallet. But sometimes the king finds the hidden talismans and throws it in the trash. It is an expression that the new generation, the king, doesn't believe that there is no basic like a talisman. However, the head court lady who assists him in his side shows that she is struggling for the peace of the country and people to the end. So what is this talisman? It is a paper with shamanic patterns or letters to achieve a specific purpose. Mainly, it is a shamanistic evidence that seeks to gain its power by attaching it to clothes, pillows, or around the house. It was commonly used in old Chinese culture. The origin of the talisman dates back to ancient times, and the origin of the primitive men's shamanic petroglyphs and dolls. This talisman mainly uses red letters on yellow paper. Yellow means a bright future and symbolizes the light that evil spirits dislike. It is said that the red letters symbolize life and emotions like blood or fire. The form of the letter is mainly a modification of the old form of Chinese characters. After the talisman is finished, it can be stored in a small red envelope. And this is mainly made by Buddhist monks, shamans, or fortune tellers. Actually, shamans and fortune tellers are merely businessmen, not religious leaders or the clergy. In the past, when people have specific goals or desires, they go to these people and buy it with much money. However, in modern times, people who believe in such shamanism are decreasing. Ironically, if something bad happens after someone has the talisman, it's not a big deal. Rather, he feels glad that no big deal happened because of it. However, when things go well, people think it is the power of the talisman. On TV news before, An Oriental doctor was arrested for being caught in a fraud case. The story is as follows. In Korea, there is still a tradition that favors boys. So usually couples have a lot of desire to have a boy. This Oriental doctor was used it for his business. He made Chinese medicine and promoted it. Pregnant women who take this medicine for a month give birth to a son. But surprisingly, the mothers who gave birth to a son were so happy that they rumored around. So the promotional effect was great and more mothers took the medicine. However, the mothers who gave birth to a daughter behaved to find the cause elsewhere. However, a couple had a daughter 3 times even though she had taken Chinese medicine 3 times and gave up to take. But finally, the couple got a boy without the medicine at the first time. Eventually, the Oriental doctor was arrested and the medicine was found to have no efficacy. The police didn't understand because the sex ratio for boy and girl is about 50-50, and that sex will be determined at the time of pregnancy. May I ask a question? Would you buy a special medicine that distinguishes a particular gender and gives birth to a child? In this drama, the head court lady placed talismans in various places to look forward to the king meeting his future wife. However, the relationship between King Lee-gon and Jeong Tae-eul goes back 25 years. It started with her ID card, which he got when he was in danger of dying. Even in this drama, their encounter and love can't be related to talismans. In order for us to set special goals in life and achieve them, we must take the time to think deeply about ourselves. And it'll be essential to have a firm determination that we must check and practice one by one so that we can go toward that goal. William James' quote comes to my mind. When you change your mind, your behavior changes. And when your behavior changes, your habits change. When your habits change, your personality changes. When your personality changes, even your destiny changes. If you don't believe in God, you have to keep awake and do your best to reach your goal with your own strength. However, if you believe in God, you have to make a firm determination, obey Him who has almighty power, and be with Him. And the God will have mercy on you and bless you. Thanks for watching this video so far. If we have any questions in this drama, please leave a comment below. I will explain in detail. Continue to enjoy the drama, The King, Eternal Monarch. Bye-bye.